Hey everyone, I am going to make another salt soap, but it's not going to be with the granulated salt. It's going to be with salt brine. And just for those who are interested, this is a 20% salt solution that I made up and I keep it stored. I use that instead of just plain water in my lye solution. Let me see if I can get this up a little bit more. Okay. I think that shows it good. Okay. So, the brine is used for the lye solution. And then I have rose clay in here. It's going to be one of my colors, and then I have a purple oxide in here. And my oils, it's the same recipe or formula that I made yesterday with the salt bars. It is 25% super fat, 90% coconut oil, that's why such a high super fat, and then 5% castor oil and 5% sunflower oil, so you can make any size you want. And yesterday I had 2 of these, but since we're not adding 100% salt to it, it's not going to give it the volume, so I will not be able to make 12 bars, so it'll be probably 6 bars maybe. So let's get started. I am going to, and this is the fragrance in here is going to be a floral. It is rose and lavender. Lavender rose. 50-50. Nature's Garden. If you want a rose fragrance, let me tell you, get the fresh cut roses from Nature's Garden. It does not accelerate. So, I don't know what's going to do in this brine water, but no. So I did 50-50 and then the lavender. So I am going to put it in here now because I know that it behaves very well. That's the only rose I get, and it smells delicious. Let me give it a buzz. And yep, Amanda gave me this. My other one finally bit the dust. We had a funeral yesterday yesterday evening. And the reason why I put the fragrance in here is because I want to temper it. Alrighty, let's get going on the lye. And it is very well mixed in together, but it looks like a white cream, but that is just from the salt brine. See? Looks like I'm pouring milk in there, huh? Get it all in there. All right. I'm saying all right on everything, huh? Let's get it mixed up. Okay, let's see what this is going to do. I'm not used to this. I think it's made for right-handers. Oh no. This is kind of weird. Yeah. Get it up to emulsification, and I'm going to do my pour. I am just not used to this thing. But it is so into the purple and the pink. And I'm going to leave this as a white base. So let's get this over here. I'm going to give that a quick buzz because it is a oxide, not a mica. And it thickens up pretty fast, but it's not the fragrance, it is the salt brine. So I will give them a little buzz. Oh yeah. So let's get this one in there. Good enough. And even though it's thickening up, we should still be able to pour at a good consistency. Moved over here, and I have the other one for standby just in case we get to make more than 6. So I'm going to plop a little bit of this beautiful purple in there, and the rose clay. And yeah, sloppy Patti. Put that over there. And I should get that off. It's nice and creamy. I made this, years ago when it was very, very popular. But it's been a while. So, oopsie. Get this in here. And give it a little stir. Bringing it up from the bottom. Every time when I do pink and purple together, and I do it every year, it's in remembrance of Hailey. I've told you before. My grandbaby's cousin. So it's always around Valentine's Day. She loved Valentine's. So I try my best to make something for a memorial for Hailey. Her colors were pink and purple. So that's why I wanted to do a fragrance that's floral. Oh, now, let's get this tapped down. And then I will scrape the top to make it look pretty, like we did before. But it's not where it can't be handled when you use the salt brine. If it was just a straight pour, like I'm going to do a charcoal one here soon. And let's see if I can hard when you got these little things, huh? So I think I would be able to have a couple more. Then I hope I have a little bit of this. So, oops, I need to get me a better thing. Let me get a trusty dusty scraper. I'm going to make sure that these are all filled in. And then I just go over to the top. And I'm going to plop it in here. Smooth it out. That one's got a little hole in it. So just like that, you guys. Just like that. And should be able to get maybe 2. Let's see. Yeah, I better stick with 2. Am I driving you guys crazy? My unsophisticated way of doing these. And these will be ready since it is a 90% coconut oil. It should go through its saponification pretty fast too. So in a couple hours, we will be unmolding. There we go. That's for that one. So let's get this one in there. Okay. See how it sets up pretty fast. But trust me, it is not the fragrance. I use that blend all the time. Get in there. We'll get, I think we're going to have a little bit left over for samples, which I love because people just don't know if they like an exfoliating salt bar or not. They've never used one. So when you have little samples like that around, they always come back for the big bar. But I don't want to spend money on something that I'm not sure of neither. So, all right, I think I'm just going to put this one in there. Like I said, I just can't stay away from doing the swirly swirls. So if it was a one color, which I think years ago when I made the Brine soap, it was just one color too. I just leave that part in there. Boy, isn't that purple bright? Miss Hailey, you'd be happy with it, wouldn't you? Okay. Let me get a little swirl in here, even if it is setting up. You can still do it. Get a swirl on this one. There. Get down in there. I always like to try to pile it up high. And you can get parchment paper and put it over the top and smooth it out if you need to, and it pushes it down in the crevices. And I did have enough for that, didn't I? Let's get that. All right, let's peel the top, scrape the top. fill in those little holes on the top and see if I can get at least a couple of little ones in there. It's like playing in mud. And then I'll scrape that one too. I might be able to get two, you guys. Get it down in there. Looks like, oops, look at what I just did. Like an Arizona sunset. Okay. And that's all there is to it after making my messes. Isn't that pretty? Well, I think so. Yeah, let me get that off in there. Uh-oh, I'm picking up Amanda's bad habit of being a perfectionist. Okay. In a couple hours, and I think Danny, he had to go with Papa. Of course, Papa couldn't go out to work, but they took the pickup truck and went to town in 4-wheel drive. And he wanted to make me, Danny said he wanted me to wait till he got home to make the soap. I'm telling you, he is turning into a soap monster instead of a soap cookie. I am so proud of him. So I told him that we will make some snickerdoodle cookies sometime today, and we will videotape it. And he just had a big old grin on his face. So guess what this granny's gonna be doing with the grandson. All right, I will see you in a couple hours. All right, let's see if I can get you up there a little bit closer to this. Isn't it pretty? Doesn't it look like the Arizona sunset? And it sets up pretty fast. We're gonna get it in the oven on cool, or a cool oven. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, it's time to unwrap. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light in here. And there they are. Salt brine. I guess you'd call it brine soap. Doesn't have the scratchies on. That is what it looks like. Very nice. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will be making one more. Looks like an Arizona sunset, doesn't it? I will be making the charcoal. That one's got a little hole in it. The charcoal brine activated charcoal soap. Yes. There you go. Very nice soap to make. But the charcoal, activated charcoal brine soap, boy, that's a handful of mouth, will be without the swirls. I will bring it up to emulsification, stir it just a little bit, and then that one's got a little bit of holes in it. And then pour it so it'll be nice and smooth. Got a little bit of holes in them, which is All right. So, let's see what these look like. The little sample pieces. I just have one glove on. Aren't they cute? So it gives a little bit of a sample for people that don't have or know what it would be like to buy the big one. So, anyways, y'all have a blessed night, and I will see you in the next soaping adventure. My lovely husband got me some oil. Yeah. Extra virgin olive oil, so I'll be making some more soap shortly. Not today. I think I'm going to go take a nap. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.